What is this? What's happening? Don't do this.
No. I gotta say, I could have called this one.
No.
Yeah.
Is it our fault?
Is it because we were bad?
Dale, honey, are you okay?
Why are you calling him honey?
Whose fault is it? Oh, fuck, I wanna fucking know!
Let's cut this shit. It is directly your fault.
Of course it's their fault. They're the two biggest dickheads in the world, and they're living in your house. Sorry, but they're...
Please don't cry like that. Please don't, Brennan.
God damn, that was good. I always loved Step Brothers. Now, I don't know who made that, but it was posted by Donald Trump Jr. on Instagram and Twitter. Go give him a follow. Now, clearly, I'm not on my usual studio. But does that mean that the show must stop? No, the opposite. The show must go on. Now, I imagine that, like me, several of you have been asking yourselves, how did the Afghani military fall and collapse so quickly? What were the American troops doing there for over a decade training them? Well, my friends, wonder no longer, because today we explore footage that gives us a pretty good answer. Are you guys ready to see with your own eyes why the Afghani military collapsed like this? Let's do it.
Ready? You don't have a helmet on. Majid doesn't have a rifle right now. How is he ready? This is like having 26 kids that I have to watch after. It really is. Ready would be on the road, staged, ready to move at 8:30.
I think if they introduced drug testing to the Afghan army,
Is anybody getting office vibes here when they talk to the camera? Yeah, all right.
would lose probably 3/4 to maybe 85% of the army.
It requires telling them almost 30 times, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. Come on, let's go.
Building up Afghanistan's army is one of the mainstays of the US exit strategy from this war. It now stands at around 80,000 soldiers, but President Obama recently announced he wants to triple that number. These US Marines are embedded tactical trainers, also known as ETTs, and their job is to mentor the fledgling Afghan army.
Check your soldiers, make sure they're good. Someone's got a helmet on backwards.
They all still got their weapons slung on their shoulders like it's not a fucking combat patrol. I know we're supposed to advise them and everything like that, but they're supposed to be able to conduct tactical operations without a...
I mean, they're clearly not interested, right? Helmets on backwards. Machine guns not fit properly.
So if I wasn't standing here right now, it makes me wonder if a dude in a bright blue shirt would be going into the mountains.
Yes, of course
he probably
would.
be.
You get over here and you walk into a whole squad of A&A smoking hashish.
Hashish smells pretty good. But you know, if you're in a war zone, you probably shouldn't be smoking it, right?
But they don't understand that the use of drugs, it affects the way that they accomplish their mission. Ultimately, it affects their ability to protect their nation and get Afghanistan on its feet.
Look, man, even if you're a daily hash smoker and you think it doesn't affect your abilities, it might not affect your mental abilities whatsoever. I'm with you on that one. But it definitely affects your physical abilities, even for a slight effect. Even if you're a second slower in a war zone, that's serious, and you can't have it. Sorry.
Who's smoking hashish around here? Who's smoking hash? We're gonna find them.
Soldiers come out without helmets. Soldiers come out missing a lot of gear. There's inspections that need to be done before we step off on a patrol.
I wouldn't have that amount of patience to talk to them so calmly after they do just the dumbest things time after time. It's the same things also. Helmet, the guns, formation, be there in time.
Right now, we're not going to go on the patrol.
Tell him to come over here. Come here. What kind of... What? Why are you throwing away your cigarette? Aren't cigarettes worth a lot of money here?
Hashish? Hashish?
No hashish.
Yes, hashish. You smell this, and you told me that's not hashish.
That guy clearly doesn't give a shit. He's not there in a war zone. He's just there because he has nothing better to do. You can tell in his face. Nah, not hashish, man. I'm just chilling. Why are you getting up on my ass for? I'm just in the mountains smoking a nice spliff.
It's not just a complete lack of discipline. Lack of strong leadership is also a big problem.
This army is really upsetting me now. In fact, you can't really call it an army at all. I'm just losing interest in it. But what can we do? They've recruited totally the wrong kind of men. They're all stupid and ignorant. These young men are a bunch of delinquents. They're only here because they've been driven out of their villages for misbehaving.
You have to figure out what
That makes so much sense. These people don't want to be there fighting. They don't believe in the Afghanistan dream, the nation of Afghanistan. They're all criminals. They have no homes. They have nowhere to be, nowhere to get food in their bellies. What's the safest thing for them to do? Get the American dollars. Get food in your belly. You're good.
motivates your soldiers. And you need to get that sense of nationalism.
There you go.
You know, that Afghanistan can be a good country, that, you know, will play on a global scale with all the other countries, that can stand up to Pakistan, that can stand up to Iran, you know, and be, you know, the Afghanistan of history.
I've talked to them like this many times.
The Afghanistan of history is not really a thing, though. It's always been a horrible place ruled by different types of tribes, depending on what mountain you're in. It's been a chaotic place.
I've gone over it again and again, but they just come for a short while, and if they don't like it here, they just desert. I don't get along with them, and they don't get along with me.
Promotion in the Afghan army often has more to do with family connections and money than ability or merit. This provides little incentive to the average soldier.
You know, when you look at the enemy, they have performance-based promotions where, you know, if they do a good job, they get promoted vice who they're related to. And you kind of have to respect that in a way.
He doesn't have any of his gear on. You're not ready. You don't have a helmet on. Najib doesn't have a rifle right now. How is he ready?
God damn, Nahid! Where's your rifle? My American tax dollars going to these fucking idiots.
Ready would be on the road, staged, ready to move at 8:30. Okay, he's gone. Come on, let's go. Ready would be on the road, staged, ready to move at 8:30. Okay, he's gone. Come on, let's go.
After 7 years of training, many Afghan troops still lack even the most basic of soldiering.
7 years of training. Of course, this wasn't shot in 2020 or 2021. This, I think, is 6 years old. But 7 years of training? You can't even put your helmet on right?
Skills.
There you go. I give a fuck about your chai. I care about the mission.
And they are facing a well-trained, highly motivated and experienced enemy that is steadily gaining ground.
We are a little better than we were, and I hope in the future we'll improve some more. But in the meantime, the international forces have to stay. They have to stay here to help us.
The men knew that once the international forces left, they were done for. But there's one more video. Well, let's finish this one.
If things go on as they are in Afghanistan, then it's just going to get worse and worse. It will never get any better.
President Obama has allocated 4,000 more military trainers to the Afghan mission. Whether that will be enough to stem the tide of the Taliban advance remains to be seen.
Walked down here to A&A, weren't dressed, weren't ready, didn't have their gear on. Just now getting their gear finished up. No inspection.
Alright, I want to show you now the video that I thought was most telling of all. And before I played you this 12 seconds. You know, I was listening to Ben Shapiro talk and saying how people shouldn't degrade the Afghani military, say that they don't want to fight because 50,000 Afghani troops died fighting the Taliban in the last couple of years. 50,000, that's a lot. It's a hefty sum. But when you see this video I'm about to show you, you ask yourself, were they actually fighting when they died, or was it an accident? Because it doesn't seem like the Afghani people want to fight for Afghanistan as a nation. They're not interested. It's a different culture. Now check this video out.
Hey, get some shots out there! Hey, get in the fucking fight! Let's go! Start shooting!
So if you were confused as to what I just showed you there, it's an American, a Marine, I believe, fighting the Taliban and a couple of Afghani soldiers hiding behind the wall. He has to tell them, yo, get some fucking shots out there. I'm here fighting for you. Fight for yourself. And that, my friends, I think, is at the core of the collapse of the Afghani army. They don't want to fight for themselves. And that's it, folks. I saw these videos, I wanted to share them with you because it was kind of shocking and at the same time gave me a lot of answers. Now I have another Afghanistan video coming up and it's going to be, I think, more disturbing than this one. So, tune in. See you next time.